Nishkarsh, can you share your website? Why don't you share your website? And why is it that no one in the space, in the dropshipping space, why don't any coaches who teach dropshipping share their websites? All right. The reason that we don't share our websites is due to the pixel optimization, which gets fucked up. So I'll explain something to you. And this is the same reason I would not recommend you to share your websites publicly, especially if you're doing well. I'll share the reason with you. So when you're running, so when you send traffic to your website, we teach people, and we teach what we preach, right? And this is exactly what we do. We walk the talk. On our websites, we send traffic from abroad, mostly from countries like US. We don't publicly share our domain names. We don't publicly share our websites because if unwanted people start going to our websites, our pixel data gets spoiled. Now, what is a pixel? A Facebook pixel. It is a piece of code which saves all the data of people who are visiting on your website. Data like the demographics, their age, and all of that stuff. This is a technology by Facebook. So when you run Facebook ads, you create a Facebook pixel and you connect the Facebook pixel to your store. Okay. So if, let's say, I share my website publicly, and let's say 1,000 people visit my website from India, right? My pixel data gets affected. My pixel stores data, which is going to be unwanted. I want my customers to be from US, and there's another cool concept called custom audiences. So, on your pixel, you can create custom audiences of people. You can retarget these people. I don't want to retarget my people or my community from India who are not going to be my customers, because when I retarget them, I'm spending money to show those ads to people. I don't want to do that. Okay. And two, there is a concept called lookalike audiences. Lookalike audiences means that Facebook enables you, they give you an option to create similar audiences that have the same demographics as this custom audience that you can create. The custom audiences are created through the pixel. So let's say I have 100 people, or let's say I have 1,000 people that are my ideal customers that I showed ad to, and they became my customers. They came to my website, let's say, and then I have 1,000 people who are not my customers, who are never going to be ordering from that store of mine, but they're just here to spy on me. They're just here to see what I'm doing, right? It spoils my business. It spoils my pixel data. It spoils my custom audiences. It spoils my lookalike audiences. And it's just not me. In the coaching space, anyone who's doing drop shipping or print on demand, until and unless they're running a totally unique brand out there, they would not share their store links with you. So I've had a couple of stores. In fact, the store that I'm working on right now, that is the 5th store of mine. All I do is POD. Okay. The very first store of mine, it went public due to some reason. Okay, it got leaked out due to some reason. In fact, it was a mistake that I made. I'll tell you what happened. It fucked my data. My numbers started going wrong. And why would I publicly want to share my website publicly? I mean, why would I do that and see my main business being affected? I don't want that to happen. And this is the exact same recommendation that I would make to all of you guys. That please don't do it, because especially when you're doing well, especially when people know you, especially when people know that you're doing something and they try to spy on you, everything gets really fucked up. Okay, so I don't recommend that, and this is the exact same reason that we don't really share our websites publicly. All right, but now let's say you're going to be like, okay, then how can we trust you? All right, great question. Don't trust me. Trust the people that we work with. Maybe I can be faking my results, maybe, but do you think that I'm going to be foolish enough to fake results of up to $4 million? Come on. And do you think I can fake it with so much confidence, looking you in the eye? And forget it. If you've checked out the customer success stories that we have, so go to our website, digitaldukandar.com, or go to my Instagram, Nishkarsh Sharma, an extra A in the end, or go to Digital Dukandar's Instagram. You would be able to find hundreds of success stories out there. So maybe you don't trust me, but do you think hundreds of those people are lying to you? Do you think those hundreds of people are not integral and they're lying and they're sharing fake screenshots? I don't think so. And so one thing, we don't share our websites publicly, but we exactly tell you how you can build yours. If I would have something really unique that you guys would not be able to copy, or if I would have something really unique and something really that big and unique that I know that even if I get junk traffic I get unwanted traffic, it's going to be okay. But I'll tell you the kind of businesses we run, the kind of websites we run are the same kind of websites we help you build. Websites wherein we research designs, we run ads, we scale them up. All of us are pretty much doing the same thing, right? But the way we serve you is by sharing the entire system with you, teaching you, training you on exactly how you can do it yourself. Okay, we don't leave any stones unturned, right? So if you think that, Nishkarsh, why aren't you sharing this website? This is the same reason. In fact, it's just not me. Everyone who's going to teach you dropshipping is not going to do that. In fact, if you've done your research, you would be able to find several stories, not just from me, several stories from different people, that when they shared their dropshipping stores publicly, people had to block people. People had to restrict visitors from India. There are so many coaches in the Indian space out there. I'm not going to name anybody, but people had to limit traffic from India because these stores started getting so much unwanted traffic. And you know what these guys do then? They start sending you support emails. It gets really fucked up. I've been there. All right. So this question is very genuine and I totally understand that. But then we also have a business to run. If you feel that, okay, if you cannot show me a store, I cannot trust you, don't trust me. It's totally okay with me. All right. And I'm going to ask you this question. Don't trust me, but trust the people that we work with. Right. Maybe I can fake one screenshot. I cannot fake hundreds of screenshots out there. You want to challenge me? You challenge me. I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to hide my store and I'll show you the exact numbers. I don't care. Publicly challenge me. I'm giving you an open challenge for that. All right. Because come on, there's nothing that we have to hide. Every screenshot that I've shared is totally ethical and it's real. Do a little bit research about us on our social media. And trust me, I'm not new in the game. At the time of recording this video, it's been 8 years. I started my online marketing journey 8 years back. I started e-commerce 3.5 years back, and I'm not here for the short-term game. And I'll tell you something. For the kind of reach that we have right now, currently we run the Ecom Freedom Challenge. We've already coached 4,000 people. The Digital Dukandar program has over 1,000 members. On Instagram, I currently have more than 20,000 followers in there. And thousands of people have been able to make money through what we teach. Hundreds of them have been able to have their first $100 days, $1,000 days, $10,000 days. We've had people who've done $10,000 months consistently. Someone who's fake and someone who does not really practice what he preaches would not be able to bring this kind of impact that our work has done. All right. So here's my message to you. Don't trust me. Of course you should, but if you don't want to trust me, I'm not going to convince you. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to coach you. If you don't want to be coached by me, that's totally okay with me. Go find someone else. With all due respect, I love you. But if you have trust issues, no problem. Head over to my profiles and see what the community has to say about us. In fact, I'm not just going to show you results of my community. I'm going to show you my own results as well. Go do some research about me.